power windows, power locks, power mirrors, working inside the door. I've got decent experience working inside, replacing windows and locks. I needed to replace my door lock actuator on my special SC 300 Lexus. So in preparation, I looked on YouTube and there were 0 videos on how to replace this actuator. There are several videos on how to take the door panel out, and they were helpful. There's a few videos on how to take the window out, and they were helpful. But there were no videos on how to replace the door lock actuator, and that's what I needed. This one wasn't working very well, and I was able to get one, so I needed to put it in. So I figured, okay, well, I bet you I can figure this out. But there are some challenging parts. I had to take this almost completely apart. No wonder there's no video on YouTube on how to replace the door lock actuator on a Lexus SC 300 or 400. The whole thing's got to come apart. The hardest part is, in order to get this actuator out from its location, you have to remove this window guide. Now, in order to remove this window guide, you have to let the window loose. But there is no video on how to remove the glass. Now, I didn't take the glass completely out, but I moved it enough. The second hardest part was working with the door handle release. There's a latch that you have to flip over, but if you've ever been into doors, you know what it's like. Now, while we're in here, it's going to be a very, very good idea to come in here and lubricate anything that moves, with the window, the door lock, the actuator. I actually even like to put a little grease on some of the rusty spots, so that'll slow down the rust. It's a little messy. A little light coating of grease on all the moving parts will make them last longer, and on the rusty part, it protects them. I like to get the grease in there so it'll make it last longer and work better. The challenging part about replacing this door lock actuator is this rail that runs the full length of the door. And I had to move that rail, which meant I had to take the glass off. Remember, there's 0 videos on how to remove the glass, and boy, it was tricky. I myself have done at least 50 windows by myself, and if you include helping my students over the 40 years, I'm sure I got a couple of hundred window motor regulators under my belt, and they usually called me when it was the difficult part. So I am experienced in removing the windows, the motors, the regulator, but I came across this one. This glass was the most difficult in my 40-plus year career of working with. It was so difficult, I literally almost gave up. I was able to take it apart, but I could not put it together. Hours I spent trying to figure out how to get this together. I'm not exaggerating. I spent about 3 hours trying to put it together. I couldn't figure it out. I got on the internet, on Craigslist, and I looked. I looked to see if I could get, well, let me get a professional glazer out here. I believe that's what they call them, glazers, people that work with the glass. I guess I'll have to do that. But there was nobody available. I had it all apart, so I had to do it. We've got this rail, and I'll have to relocate the camera to show you how you can identify one of the most challenging ones. Now, the internet did turn out to be helpful. I say I almost gave up. It would not line up. These screws would not line up with the rail. And I tried my best, pushing, moving, adjusting. I tried all the tricks that I knew to get this to line up, and it would not line up. I got back on the internet hoping, okay, the YouTube doesn't have information. Maybe there was a forum that would help me out, and it was a short sentence. They said to remove the weather stripping on the outside. And boy, this is the secret. Once you took this off, now everything magically lined up and I was able to replace my door lock actuator. If you didn't know this, you would struggle to the point that you gave up. Oh, like I say, I've done plenty of windows, but I don't think I've ever had to remove the weather stripping that goes on the outside. Now, it came off real easy. I'm going to finish the assembly, and I'll tell you how easy it goes back on. I'm expecting it. If it wasn't for this and that one little short sentence that said in the forum to remove this weather stripping, I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have had to take it somewhere, and it would have been so embarrassing. I'm pretty experienced in doing this, but I couldn't figure it out. So, yes, to replace the door lock actuator, I had to remove the rail. To remove the rail, I had to take the door glass off. And let me show you what sticks out like a sore thumb. You see that little round thing? This is the only vehicle I have ever seen that has that. Since I've started to work on this, I've looked at almost every window that I can put my eyeballs on, and so far there's none like this. This is the only vehicle, and this is what made it so challenging. If I roll the glass up, you'll see another round one here, and there's one toward the front. There'll be one over in the front, so there's a total of 3 of these on the SC 300s, 400s. If you need to replace the glass or the door lock actuator, removing this weather stripping is required. It would be very helpful during the disassembly, and it is essential during the assembly. Let's go on. Thank you for the view. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, give us a thumbs up. If you just like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't given us a thumbs up lately, give us a thumbs up. It's very helpful. If you have questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section, and I promise I will reply. Thank you, folks. Keep coming back.